I haven't set up any lights, so the lighting is horrific.
That's alright.
Oh, anyway. Oh, it's like a family. Okay, this is my girlfriend and this is my father. That's all that needs to be said. And today we are reacting to Ari Aster's short film, The Strange Thing About the Johnsons. Have you guys heard anything about it?
Nope.
Nothing.
Oh.
Zero.
Funny.
I thought it was like a recent thing.
No.
Oh.
Good. We're in for a ride. Okay, I'm just gonna stop.
Good. Nice.
It's a great start.
All right, shoes on, mister.
Wait, don't.
Jeez.
I'm cleaning it.
I knocked.
Oh. Have you ever had that happen to you? Either of you?
Surprisingly, no.
No,
Yeah,
me
no.
neither. I know who's walking upstairs based on the sound of their footsteps.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know if someone was outside your door.
Isaiah, is it okay if I come in?
Yeah.
Oh, respectful dad. Cringe, you know. Don't sit on the bed.
But what you were doing was completely natural.
Don't touch him.
Do you know what though?
And I just wanted to come in.
I'm not a
Make it
parent,
weird,
but I imagine this is the best way to like head on, you know?
strange.
Can't ignore it.
No, I think I completely ignore it and just let him do it.
And everyone's entitled to their...
Do you do it?
I mean, it's common. Yeah. It's something that's natural to do for all people. And all people deserve to have their boundaries respected.
This is good chat, right? This is like, if you are going to say anything, this is what you should say, I feel like.
You know what taboo is?
Yes.
Well, now it won't be. Because we talked about it. And it's out there.
Is this an incest film?
I don't know what it's about.
Oh,
You've
don't
not seen
know.
it?
No, I've not seen it.
Oh.
Oh, good. It shouldn't be.
Well, I don't know how I feel about this.
Well, I'll leave you to it then.
I'll leave you to it.
He's been a bit weird, but I do feel like if you walk in on that, it's worse to just...
Not talk about it.
I love you.
Oh,
Oh, do you want to join in?
what was the picture?
His mum.
Yes. Okay.
Brother!
No, I was not far off. Wrong parent, but...
That is exactly what I had in mind when I said what was the picture.
Thanks for everything, Bob.
Do we all say cheese?
You can say cheese, you can say taco, you can say whatever you'd like, but if you could just give me the teeniest, weeniest...
I really G'd him up as well. I was like, this is such a good way to approach this.
It's not his fault. This son's cushion.
So wait, this is his mum?
Yeah.
Surely not. Surely not.
That's not
Dad
consensual.
doesn't look happy. Yeah, I was going to say.
Is that the first time she's finding out?
I mean, looks like it, I guess.
Surely not.
So you didn't know anything about what this film was about?
Nope.
Shocking, isn't it? Given that it's her favourite genre.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Not victim blaming.
nice copy though.
Hey, Pop. Time for din-dins.
Okay. The creepiest thing about this film so far was the use of din-dins. Hot take. Din-dins? Nah. Sorry. Scent.
You want one of these?
I'm okay.
They're Belgian.
He's
Thank
so
you.
weird.
I'm okay.
Like he looks to be like so malicious about
These
it,
aren't
you
for
know what I
me,
mean?
Dad.
Pass the potatoes, please.
Sitting around a table for dinner like that is so uncomfortable. Like so.
Well, yeah, why have they got no music? Okay,
Would you
right.
like
We're in
one?
like the 50s.
Oh,
Are we?
maybe later.
I think so. Did you see the camera they were using at the
Well,
wedding?
the computer as well.
We're definitely not in the 50s. They didn't have computers in the 50s. Not like that.
80s?
Something old. It says not 2011. Uh-oh, he's jealous!
He's going to kill his mother.
Why does the son still live with them? He just got married.
Rent is wild right now.
Hey.
I tell you, Dad, from a poet I expect more eloquence.
Where's the mum?
She's dead. She's in the shower. She's
I'm sorry.
down the drain.
I love you, Dad.
Yeah, we know.
And if I see another copy lying around, it's gonna be more than a slap on the wrist. I promise you.
Why? Where did the power dynamic shift? Like, what has happened to allow this power dynamic to be like this?
You see it the other way around a lot, don't you?
And I feel like that's what's usual. And to be honest, it's not. It's more like sad if it's the other way around, and this is like freaky.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm just gonna help and stay here.
You're gonna what?
Just to help clean. It's gonna be okay.
Do you think she knows?
I'm just gonna come home.
Is that his wife?
Yeah.
New wife.
This is why you shouldn't have only children.
Weird bathroom.
He looks like he's having a nice time.
Not for long.
How do I feel about locked doors?
It's literally like reverse, isn't it?
How does he have this control? I guess it's just fear. It doesn't matter who's instilling the parent or the child. It's just the fear will then give you the control.
Yeah.
Machiavelli. That was jarring.
Wait, and this is Mom.
Yeah, she is known for a while.
Yeah.
Put that in your book.
What did you say?
Put that in your book.
Oh.
Also, not quite relevant, but putting trousers on with wet legs is horrible.
No, you're absolutely correct in saying that. Bang on. Why doesn't he leave? I mean, there are so many things that he could be doing. Is it because it's his child and he wants to protect his child? Like, is that the innate, like, response?
So, why? I just did not. It's so heteronormative. But I did not expect it to be his dad when he was wanking into that picture. I was like, Mom, sister.
Am I just this abusive monster and you're some sad, helpless victim?
Yeah, probably.
Nailed it.
But you are not just my father. You're my friend. You're my best friend. And maybe we can just agree that that's a beautiful thing and not something to be perverted and corrupted and mutilated by your warped and confused conscience.
Like, maybe it has been reciprocated.
No, I don't think it has. I think when he was
You've
wanking
always
into the picture,
sabotaged
he said,
everything good
this
in
is
you.
natural, this is normal, don't
You've been
worry.
shitting all
And
over
he
this from the
obviously
minute we
didn't realise
started.
that the picture was of
You
him.
never gave it.
Yes, get the hell
Get
out.
out! I just feel like there's going to be another layer that we've not seen or something. Or that. That's like Regina George.
So possessive, isn't he?
Oh!
Shit.
Snap.
Kind of needs to happen. I mean, right, no it didn't. But thank God it's gonna stop.
Yeah, I did not think the strange thing about the Johnsons was going to be incest.
Well, it always is.
It always is.
Oh no, he's Norman Bates.
When did it start?
Mom, you're emotional. I'm emotional. We are not ourselves. You don't even know what you're trying to say.
I know exactly what I am trying to say.
Be
I don't.
careful because
But I think it's
I'm a
pretty
bit
ugly when you
nervous.
seem to be...
I mean, if anything, she should relate to him. They both, like, she fancies her dad too.
You killed your own father. How?
What? Wait.
Get off of me!
Yes.
I'm warning you, Mom.
You don't warn me!
I loved you.
See, that was inevitable. Punch him harder. Yes.
That'll do it.
Get him. Woo. Mash him up.
Oh, snap, she's really going for it.
I think just like maybe like contacting the police would have been the right way.
Maybe. I mean, he would have seriously hurt her, right?
No,
if she didn't do that
absolutely.
first. Like, he's not really. If she went, "Can we pause?" I'm just gonna make a phone call. He's not gonna be like, "Okay."
He's like, yeah, alright, fair play. No! That's silly.
That's so dark.
Well, she's thinking they're both dead. It's done.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to know.
Hello?
We're in the middle of filming a video, you loud
Oh
pont.
no! Or Brexit now! You little fucker!
If I found out.
Oh, it's done!
Oh,
And that's the end. Never mind. Oh,
Man.
Well, that's upsetting, isn't it? Does everyone feel better? Does everyone feel good?
I don't know
Check
what I
in.
feel.
The thing is, right, with anything, I always feel so weird. I've said this for so long. Like, anything to do with incest, where there's a power imbalance, and I know there often is, but I'm specifically talking about, like, parents and children, always makes me feel so weird because I just can't fathom it. Like, I can't understand how that happens. And I was speaking to my therapist about it, and I was saying, like, it made me feel so weird, and I don't really understand why. And she was like, well, the thing is, there's not like a whole lot of research on dynamics like that, because who's going to be willing
To offer up that
like,
information.
who's going to be willing to participate in that kind of research? Like, there's loads of research on like victims and how it sort of affects them, but perpetrators, there's like near nothing, because who's going to be like, yeah, this is why. Even, I need to be careful how I put this, but like even rape, right? Rape's quite often not really about sex, but about power and control. But I can make sense of that in my head, and why I don't mean like it makes sense why you would do it, but what I mean is like I understand like how that comes
Well,
about.
can it
because
not be as simple as this is someone you love, and then it gets confusing. The line between you love them as a family member and you love them more. I mean, I don't personally get it, but I feel like I can hypothesize. I can understand how that would get confusing, because the love is already there.
Yeah, but I don't know, because I think it's two very different types of love, and I actually don't know how
I can't
conceptualize how those two types can get confused,
Yeah,
because
me too.
they feel so different.
I mean, I've done another video on my channel.
Sorry guys, carry on.
I've done another video on my channel reacting to Old Boy. Have you seen that?
No.
Oof, I don't know whether I should. I had an incest chat at the end of that video.
Right.
For reasons. And I kind of gave my whole rant about it.
Yeah, I've heard it.
You know it. But this is a case of abuse. And so obviously that is the big... Incest, I think, is
Well, it's just unfathomable.
unfathomable to most of us.
I think.
And that's what makes that kind of reaction, because you then put yourself in that shoe. That shoe? It's not the expression.
Yeah.
In those shoes, and you're like, oh my god, no. But if you look at it objectively, and it is a consensual and no power dynamic like relationship, it's like, okay, fine, you do you, whatever, as long as no one's being harmed. But in this, someone's being harmed. And I think that's the creepiest part about it. But I think people who are watching this are probably not thinking that the creepiest part about it is the fact that someone is being abused. I think people are thinking, it's incest. And so that's what makes people have that
And probably
reaction.
that it's particularly a son and a father.
Yeah. Do you think if it was the mum that it would be as disturbing?
Yeah, I think it would be as disturbing, but probably
Or
less
less
shocking.
shocking, yeah.
I think so, especially with the dynamic of, I mean, it's like I can only speak from my own experience of like a family dynamic, right? I was always more, for want of a better word, afraid of my dad than my mum, right? Because he was like the disciplinarian, definitely more so than mum, and mum always felt more like an equal to me. I guess there's so many reasons for that. And so I guess when it's father and son, and the son somehow has this power dynamic is like this way round, this is the son, this is the father, you kind of are like, but how did you...
He's even more stripped of the power that he initially had.
Whereas if it was mum, I'd be a bit more like...
She
Because
didn't
I've
have as
seen,
much.
that's like, in media, it's quite... I don't think it's that unusual, is it, to have a son not sexually abused, but be abusive towards his mother.
Okay, but also, can I just say something? The reason I know about this short film is because of the reaction that it has gotten, particularly on TikTok.
Right.
People watch it and they're like, do not watch this film. It is the most disturbing film you'll ever see. It's really not.
It's not the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. It's not the film that's disturbing, is it? It's the concept.
It's the
that
concept.
People can't... It is
But it's not the most disturbing. And like thinking of Ari Aster and like Midsummer and Hereditary, like...
I think it depends what you find disturbing.
I think it's quite tame.
The film itself, yeah, is not super, but it's because people can't.
Well, yeah, but there
it's
are a bunch of
concept, isn't
incest
it?
stories out there, and this
No,
was
but there's-
abusive. And I feel like a lot of films that are abusive really don't show the reaction of the victim as much as they did in this. And
Yeah.
maybe that's because it would almost be too difficult to witness a child who is like under the power of an adult, and it would be too
Yeah.
difficult to watch that. And there's something about like it being the dad that
Yeah.
creates that intrigue.
Yeah, but and also makes it a bit more palatable because
Right.
there are no, apart from that first scene, there's no kids involved.
Yeah.
So it's like, and because he's an older man,
Yeah, that's true.
you're kind of like, this is horrible, but I can get through this because he's older and for some reason.
Do we think that he did nothing in return ever? The dad.
I genuinely think what made the kid be like, you know, you reciprocate is because when he went in the bedroom and he gave
said
that
it was
whole
fine.
speech and he dealt with it like in a way that was, I mean, maybe he was laying it on a bit thick, but I think it's good to talk to your children about stuff like that. I really do, because I think it should, but he said this shouldn't be a taboo between us, and
Yeah.
this is really natural. Everybody does it. I do it.
I
in
do.
that scene.
I do think though that the fact that they skipped 14 years was on purpose. That we don't know
Yeah,
every
how it
interaction.
transpired.
Like,
yeah.
like we didn't see it develop. We just saw how it ended up.
Yeah.
And so, it's interesting. Like it leaves the question as to whether he ever did reciprocate, even a little bit, and even if it was out of fear.
Yeah, or even and like, I mean, he's clearly a very like hypersensitive and caring dad. So clearly, when this stuff
He's
was
a
going on,
poet.
he didn't really,
That's what I
he didn't
thought.
really know how to deal with it, and he just wanted to protect and not hurt his kids. So he's probably like maybe allowed it to happen.
I don't think he's reciprocated it. I mean, we watched some of it happen, right? He's not engaging in
That's
it in
now.
any way at all. I think it's a dangerous kind of thing to say, is like, but this must have been reciprocated at some
No,
point.
exactly.
'cause
I
I'm
don't
not
think
saying
it
that
was.
it necessarily had to have been, but I'm saying that I think it's purposeful that we don't know if it was or not.
Yeah, but I think part of that might also be because, like, how do you explain that? Like, it's too difficult, it's too much to get into. Seeing, like, how it develops is just a really difficult thing to portray.
Well, of course.
Because how do you, like, show the sort of arc of abuse and how it happens when we just don't really understand it still? Yeah, to say, oh, but the abuser said, you know, you've played a part in this, so he must have at some point reciprocated it for some reason.
I didn't say so he must have. I said so the option is there. I'm not ruling it out.
but I don't
I'm
think
not saying he must have.
I can't see that. Can you?
I can't not see it. Good, we're done.
Yeah.
We're done now.
Right.
What did you think? Tell me in the comments.